So before we started working together, what do you feel like felt frustrating or unclear about how your practice was showing up online?
One of the biggest frustrations was not knowing if people were seeing our website or if um, we were attracting the demographic of clients that we wanted to work with. And I was the face of the website. I think you remember when you
Yeah.
logged into my original website, the first thing you saw was a younger version of me from 5 or 6 years ago. And so when people came to my website, it looked more like a solo practice owner than a group practice. And so now that we have expanded our clinic, I really wanted the practice to feel more cohesive and emphasize all of the different practitioners we have and the different clienteles that we service.
And what do you feel like made you decide to move forward with Bridge when you did?
I think if you remember, I was really hesitant. Very first call, I thought, is this a real person? Is this, am I really going to get at the end of the 10 weeks a new website? Is this a scam? And so I think I was putting a lot of faith and trust that you were who you said you were and you were going to build
Mhm.
my website and really listen. And I think what was helpful to me was that you really did listen to my story. And then you put those, I started seeing right away
Mhm.
your second call, like I started seeing that you heard what I was asking for. You heard my concern right away. That was one of the first things we addressed. You addressed with me was my concern and my hesitancy. And from there, I was able to feel, I was able to completely trust in the process.
Yeah.
I ask my clients when they come in for mental health therapy, like we have to trust the process. It's really hard in the beginning, but when we work together, we will get to our goals. And
Yeah.
my goal for initiating the conversation was the website,
Right.
and I couldn't do it. So I needed the professional, you.
What feels different now about how your business shows up or how clients interact with you with the new website?
So I've been tracking more since maybe 3 weeks ago. I've really been tracking more. Well, maybe it was when the website started to become more integrated and you were making the changes live.
Mhm.
Uh, and what I noticed right away was an increase in scheduling. So an increase in client inquiries,
Mhm.
so much so that over the weekend, when I left on Friday, I had cleared out all of our inquiries so that I could see how many clients over the weekend
Mhm.
requested appointments. 10. We got 10 new client requests. Oh, yes, over the weekend,
This past weekend?
this past weekend,
Wow.
every day we log in and there are client requests.
Wow.
Yes. And so thank you.
You're
Yeah.
so welcome. I am so happy to hear that.
Yeah. So people are seeing us. We're being noticed.
Yeah.
We haven't advertised. We haven't increased advertising at all. So no Google ads or anything yet. Yet. But this is like a true organic. I don't know what the right word is. It's
Okay.
really organic. Yeah, that people are finding us. They're clicking on the website. They're looking through. We hear it. I've heard it from several new clients. Like they are reading through the clinicians' bios.
What was the previous cadence before the update, if you don't mind me asking?
Before the update, we were probably getting between 10 and 15 in a week.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, I could say that there are so many different contributing factors, but the ease of having the different links
Mhm.
action links to the website for the potential client.
That's amazing. Congratulations,
Thank
Iris.
you. Yeah,
For everyone in your practice. Like it benefits everyone there, you know?
it does,
Yeah.
including the community, like to see who we are and what we offer.
If someone like you who is a professional, you know, provider was on the fence about investing into their branding or their website with Bridge, what would you tell them?
Do it. It is, honestly, like when I look at the my ROI, my return on investment, um, 10 potential clients over the weekend more than pays for your time and your services,
Yeah.
uh, and more than pays for it. So, yeah, I, people should, if they see you, when they see you. I mean, I found you on Facebook.
Right.
And, you're not just a friendly face, you are really good at what you do. You're really good at what you do.
Thank you so much.
You heard me. You put all the things that I said verbally into words.
Mhm.
So you told my story in a way that I wasn't able to do. So thank you. Thank you for sharing my story with why I built Clearview Counseling.
I know that 10 weeks was a decent amount of time working together, especially for something that, you need regularly for your business. I do genuinely want like feedback of how I can improve the process for clients who, you are my target audience of who I want to support and continue to support. Was there anything throughout the process, whether it's the timeline, how we communicated, would you have wished things were done sooner, or was there too much homework on your end?
No, no, 10 weeks initially sounded like a lifetime, right? When you are ready, I think for me, like when I was ready to have someone start working on my website, I was probably about 5 months too late. Like I should have done it earlier. But then it was like urgent. I need to get my website
Mhm.
rebranded. And so 10 weeks initially sounded like a very long time. It's 2.5 months, but it really went by really fast.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Mhm. Yeah. And every week that we met, and you came prepared with something different to show me. And the process I felt was like the timing was really perfect. Yeah. I feel like you needed that time so that you didn't feel rushed, and the end product reflects everything.
Well, I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Like it's really been like so like fulfilling to build it
Mhm.
for you, and also like of course to hear your feedback directly, but also to know the impact that it had when we were both asleep and not working over the weekend, like that it was working for you. So that's really all that really matters, right? Like making sure the investment is worth the
That
ROI.
that is, and it was definitely worth all the money that I put into it and more, because it's the dividends is going to pay off, not just for the clinic itself, but for the people that we serve.